Alright, we're going to start class 4 with a little warm-up. Go ahead and pause the video and work on these two problems, please. And then once you come back, you'll see me doing the workout. So, here we go. We're doing long division. So we've got 3x squared minus 14x minus 5 divided by x minus 1. What do we multiply x by to get 3x squared? And that's 3x. So 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times negative 1 is negative 3x. We subtract. 3x squared minus 3x squared cancel. Negative 14x minus a negative 3x, that becomes plus 3x. So negative 14x plus 3x is negative 11x. Bring down the negative 5. What do we multiply x by to get negative 11x? And that's negative 11. So negative 11 times x is negative 11x. Negative 11 times negative 1 is plus 11. When we subtract, that cancels. Negative 5 minus 11 is negative 16. So we have minus 16 over x minus 1. All right, with the bottom one. Okay, we're dividing by a quadratic. This is the first one we've done like that, but that's okay. It's good to be challenged. We're going to divide by the trinomial. Now on the inside we have x to the fourth. Remember, you have to account for every single one. There's no x cubed, so we're going to add in a 0x cubed. And we've got plus 2x squared minus x plus 5. So first off, x squared times what gives you x to the fourth? And that is x squared. So when we multiply by the whole thing. So x squared times x squared is x to the fourth. X squared times negative x is negative x cubed. X squared times 1 is 1x squared. We subtract. X to the fourth minus x to the fourth canceled. 0x cubed minus a negative, so that's going to be plus x cubed. And then 2x squared minus x squared is plus x squared. Then we bring down the negative x. So x squared times what gives you x cubed? And that's x. So that gives us, when we multiply now, x cubed. X times negative x is negative x squared. X times 1 is plus x. When we subtract, x cubed minus x cubed cancels. X squared minus a negative x squared is plus x squared, so it's 2x squared. And negative x minus x is negative 2x. Bring down the 5. Now x squared times 2 gives you 2x squared, so that's going to be 2x squared. 2 times negative x is negative 2x, and 2 times 1 is plus 2. So when we subtract, the x squareds cancel. Minus 2x minus a negative 2x, those also cancel. 5 minus 2 is 3, so we have plus 3 over x squared minus x plus 1. Hopefully you've got the hang of long division by now. Okay, so moving on, today we are going to do what's called synthetic division. Synthetic division is kind of a shortcut. Okay, so what we're going to do is, instead of dividing by x minus 3, what we're going to do is set x minus 3 equal to 0. So that means our 0, or our solution, is x equals 3. So that's going to go in this little box out here. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our coefficients. Now, what we're dividing into is negative x cubed plus 4x squared plus 9. So our coefficients of negative x cubed is negative 1. Of 4x squared is plus 4. Now, remember, you still have to account for every degree. Okay, so we are going to have a 0 because there's 0x, and then plus 9. Now, how synthetic division works is we first bring down the negative 1. So that's negative 1. Now we multiply. 3 times negative 1, and it goes up here, is negative 3. Now we do exactly what it says. 4 minus 3 is 1. Now you do 3 times 1. That goes up here, that's 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. Then you do 3 times 3, which is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. And a box goes down there. Now, what this means, when you take a cubic function divided by a linear function, right? That's going to give you an x squared. What's left is our coefficients, right? So this is x squared plus 1x plus 3. 18 is our remainder, so it's going to be plus 18 over x minus 3. Pretty crazy, right? It's a shortcut. You're never going to want to do long division again. Sometimes you have to. I'll explain when that is. But yeah, synthetic division is a little shortcut. I know you need a lot more practice. Don't worry, we've got a lot more examples coming up. All right, our next example. So first thing we do, x plus 1 equals 0. You get x equals negative 1. So that's what goes in your divisor. Okay, now we're looking at our coefficients. 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus 2x and minus 5. That's what goes into our coefficients. Okay, from there we bring down the 3. Then you multiply. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Then we go down. Negative 2 plus negative 3 is negative 5. So you multiply. Negative 1 times negative 5, that's 5. 2, I missed that arrow. 2 plus 5 is 7. And then negative 1 times 7 is negative 7. Goes there. Negative 5 plus negative 7 is negative 12. That's your remainder. So again, it was an x cubed divided by x. That's going to start you with x squared. So it's 3x squared minus 5x plus 7, and then your remainder is 12 over x plus 1. What do you think? Not bad, right? Not bad. All right, so let's do another one, or 2, or 3, or 4. I'll do a few more with you before I set you off on your own. All right, so this one, again, x minus 2, set it equal to 0, you get x equals 2. So that's your divisor. And then on the inside, 1x cubed minus 3x squared minus 7x, and then plus 6. Bring down the 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Negative 7 plus negative 2 is negative 9. 2 times negative 9 is negative 18. 6 plus negative 18 is negative 12. It was, again, a cubic function divided by a linear function, so we're going to have an x squared left over. So it's 1x squared minus 1x minus 9 minus 12 over x minus 2. Okay. The next one, this one we've got to fill in, right, because we have to have every degree covered. So on the outside, x plus 3 equals 0, so x equals negative 3 on the outside. And then you've got 2x cubed. There's no x squared, so don't forget to put in your 0. Minus 1x and minus 7. Bring down the 2. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. 0 plus negative 6 is negative 6. Negative 3 times negative 6 is 18. Negative 1 plus 18 is 17. And negative 3 times 17 is negative 51. Negative 7 plus negative 1 is negative 58. So again, x cubed divided by x, 2x squared, right, minus 6x plus 17 minus 58 over x plus 3. Okay. All right, so that is what synthetic division looks like. Now, you can do a couple things with synthetic division. Okay, first off, you can use synthetic division to evaluate f of x when x equals negative 4. Now, we could just find f of negative 4. That means we're going to have to do 5 times negative 4 cubed minus negative 4 squared plus 13 times negative 4 plus 29. Go ahead and plug that into your calculator. You end up with negative 359, and that takes you a few minutes to do on your calculator. Alright, so what I'm going to show you is that when you use synthetic division, now x equals negative 4, so that's what goes on the outside, and then you've got your coefficients, 5, negative 1, 13, and 29. So, bring down the 5. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. Negative 1 plus negative 20 is negative 21. Negative 4 times negative 21 is 84. 13 plus 84 is 97. Negative 4 times 97, that is one that you may want to do it on your calculator. You get negative 388. And then 29 minus 388 is negative 359. So right there gives you that same answer. So it's a little check, right? Sometimes you end up plugging it in wrong on your calculator, throw it into synthetic division. Another way to do it. That's all. All right, do I have another example like that? Yep, so use synthetic division to evaluate for the indicated value of x. So, for the first one, we're just going to plug in 5. We've got 4, negative 10, and negative 21. Those are your coefficients. Bring down the 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Negative 10 plus 20 is 10. 5 times 10 is 50. Negative 21 plus 50 is 29. So f of 5 equals 29. And that's how it works. Okay, one more example here. Here we're going to put a 2 on the outside. So you've got 5, 2, negative 20, and negative 6 is your coefficients. Bring down the 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 10 is, or 2 plus 10 is 12. 2 times 12 is 24. Negative 20 plus 24 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Negative 6 plus 8 is 2. So now, oh no, what did I do? Did anybody catch my mistake? Well, I hope so. I forgot the 0, right? There's no x squared. So it's 5, 2, 0, negative 20, and negative 6. So back to here, 2 times 12 is 24. 0 plus 24 is 24. 2 times 24 is 48. Negative 20 plus 48 is 28. 2 times 28 is 56. Negative 6 plus 56 is 50. So that gives us f of 2 equals 50. All right, so that's it for lesson 4. All right, so check your Unified Classroom for a class 4 practice. That's what you're going to do now. And then that's it. Further instructions will be on Unified Classroom. As always, reach out to your teacher. Please, 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 if you need help, if you want us to go through this on a Zoom call, where we can talk you through it, totally fine. Just let us know.